Life. Don't want it. Oh, what is happening here? So I don't know. And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Today we have a very special person. I can tell for everybody to understand. I was the first time I ride my Lacroix Prototypo was with him in Paris. He's one of the first big and great riders who has the privilege to try the Lacroix and the Prototypo, and that was my first time I speak with him, and I'm very proud to have him here. He's a very special person for me and for the community, and let's talk with him. Hello, John. How are you, my friend?
How you doing, Nelson? You good?
Yeah, I'm very good, my friend. But first of all, I want to say thank you so much. You was one of the persons who bring me. I speak with you when he was in Paris, and I said, hey, when you want to sell the prototype, tell me, I'm going to buy it. And you said, maybe I'm never going to sell it. It's something very special.
Exactly. It's still sat right behind that door.
So let's go from the beginning for everybody to understand a little. What was your first board, and how do you find this sport, or this sport find you, and why?
Well, funnily enough, the way I found the sport was through Casey Neistat, of all people, watching some of his tech videos, and then I saw him on a boosted, I think it was a Gen 1 boosted, way back, like 3 or 4 years ago. And yeah, the first time I saw that, I thought, I've got to get myself one of those. And then obviously in the UK, Evolve are probably one of the biggest brands that you're going to find if you start Googling and searching electric skateboards. Evolve come up pretty quickly. So obviously the first thing that I did was Google electric skateboards straight away, Evolve. So I think the Bamboo GTX had just come out at the time. So I treated myself to that and never looked back. But before that, I had a Unique, which I had for a couple of weeks, but I had a very bad accident on that and didn't eat skate for probably 7 months.
I have the Unique. That was one of my first boards.
Well, I bought that, and then I fell off it, broke my leg in 3 places, didn't e-skate for probably a year, and then when I came back, first port of call was the Evolve.
I have the Unique. I have the board here. It's one with one motor. I think it's like crazy. So let's put it this way: the evolution from Evolve to then stepping to the Lacroix Prototypo. Then you got the Nazare. What was for you the difference till you come today? I know that you have a new baby in your home. You are doing more off-road, but we're going to talk about that. That is a company of 3 guys in UK. For everybody who don't know, I think lots of people know, that is the APEC boards. They are doing a fantastic job. Everybody wants to go. There is a video with Lee here 2 times, one with a group of YouTubers and the other one talking about him. And maybe in 2 or 3 months, we're going to have something new from the APEC boards, and they're going to come here and they're going to talk about that. But the important is today, what was for you the difference and the evolution going for Evolve, going to the Prototypo? Prototypo was something very different, very unique.
And well, for me, it was obviously with the Evolve, it just the range. Just I'm a big guy. I'm 6'5", and yeah, going on Evolve, you're only getting 10 miles max on the GTX. So I just wanted to go. Yeah, is that, you know? And I just wanted to go further. I wanted to go faster. And at the time, the Prototypo was the hot property that everyone was talking about. So I think that the guy that I bought off was a guy down in Cornwall called Matt, real cool dude. And I went down, rode it outside his house straight away, give him the money, and that was me hooked.
And then when you change to the Nazare, for everybody, I know that you are a guy who loves your boards and you know what you are talking about. When you go to your Nazare and changing for the Prototypo, what was the big change for you? I see you in London. We make
Yeah.
this ride together, and you was in a new Nazare. And what was for you the difference when you change for one to the other one, to the
I
Prototype?
think for me, obviously, it was a change in the feel of the ride. Like the stability at speed was obviously a lot more prevalent. But I think for me, I still prefer the Prototypo. Obviously, I had them as there. I've ridden them both for extended times. I when I initially got the Nazaire, I rode it a lot because obviously when you get something new, you kind of you gravitate to that, don't you? You go to pick up your newest board every time. And after a while, once the shine had wore off it, I found myself reaching for the Prototypo. And every time I went out with friends and someone needed to borrow a board, I would lend them the Nazaire and I would want to ride the Prototypo. So for me, both great boards, but I think the Proto will always, for me, be slightly a better board. To be honest, it's lighter, it feels better under your feet. It's stable at speed. I've had it. I think 41 mile an hour was the quickest I've ever gone on it, and yeah, beautiful board to ride.
Let me ask you today, if for I know that is a big community from the Prototypos. Today I have the pleasure to have buy a deck and enclosure from Prototypo, and I make something
Yeah.
special. I think next week is going to be finished.
Okay.
Friday, if somebody wants to see it, there is a new Prototypo in town, and this Prototypo is going to be with new trucks from Atox, and it's going to be something very special with lots of components together. The only component I don't have, I was trying to reach for the Apex, the motors for the 633 48 or 85 84, but they with 190 KVs, but they are not now out of store. But that was the only thing. That was the perfect board, but maybe later I'm going to put the motors from them. But if on somebody, but I want to thank you first of all to you, because the Prototypo today is so special for me because of you. The way the first time I contact you, said, now so you can try it. I know that is your baby, and I was very proud to try it. But for you, my friend, today with your Prototypo, I know that you're going to make something with the Prototypo. What do you think the Prototypo needs for you, or
Just
do you think that
all
is
I'm going to change is the battery. Obviously, it's been almost 3 years I've owned the board now, so the battery is practically shot. Obviously, it charges. You're getting maybe 8 to 9 miles out of it. So for me, that's probably all I'm going to change. I'm not going to put a gear drive on it. I like the belt drive and how quiet it is. Obviously, when I want to go out on a nice sunset cruise, just having that quiet, nice ride, you just can't beat that. So for me, I'm probably not going to change anything on it. Just put a new battery, maybe a new speed controller in there, put a Unity in there, something like that, so that obviously I can go in the app and mess around with it. But apart from that, I'm not going to change much on it, I don't think.
you're going to keep it original?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Of course, batteries you have to change it, my friend. Everybody comes one time that you have to change all the batteries.
Yeah,
That is going to be forever. This board is going to, you're going to take it forever, or you
yeah, I
think?
just keep it. Probably new battery every 2 years and just keep it.
So today you have a new baby. Tell us a
Yeah.
little more about this baby and what is the difference, because you are changing a little more from street and you're going more for off-road. What is the reasons? Why do you have this board? Why this board is so amazing for you, for everybody's out there? Just for everybody to understand, we are making propaganda for no boards. We don't need no money. We don't need no money from Lacroix or Apex boards.
This
But
I've taken no payments before this video.
hey Lee and Alex, don't forget about us. But I think it's important for you to share for everybody to know why do you change today. First of all, for this fantastic board, I think everybody's talking a lot and very well of that. Uh, what is the difference? Why off-road now, my friend?
Well, I know yourself, you're probably having the same problems in Germany. Now, boards are becoming a lot more noticed on the street. Obviously, there's a big discussion in the UK at the moment with legality. And now, obviously, going off road for me, I live out in the countryside. So I live in Somerset, which is a very rural place. And just being able to go out into the countryside and not have to worry about seeing many people and definitely not seeing the police, it's just a lot less stressful riding and you can have a lot more fun. I mean, off road, anyone who's got an off road board, I think they'll probably agree. It's just a completely different animal. Riding street, I love to carve and I like a nice cruise on a nice sunny day. But when you strap an off road board to your feet and you tear through like a forest, going through trails, ducking under trees, and it's just a different level of fun, completely different sort of animal, you know.
And you have good friends. Now I'm seeing here Mark is riding too the same. There is lots of guys. We are going to put some videos here for everybody to understand. I think is amazing for us to see. First of all, I think you have a group of friends who ride like you, the same.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
same
that's Southwest Eastgate. We all of
Yeah,
us have got mountain boards.
and that I think is amazing for you to have a nice group that you can go for a nice ride. It's not just a ride; it's more than a ride. I think it's being together with friends,
Oh well,
speaking
that's
the
why I
same.
started the group. That's why I started to try and meet people. Was more just to meet people to hang out with when I went riding.
And that is the important thing. I think it's more important than everything. Today you have a very unite group. Very every time I see you guys riding, you do lots of things together, and like this one, that is amazing. Who
That
is the
place is the most fun place to ride in the world. If you've got a mountain board and you live in the UK, you need to ride that place.
is one more crazy than the other one. So who is the craziest guys? Who is the crazy guys for you, my friend? Right?
What in our group,
Yeah.
I would say probably Bob, Louis, and Declan. All crazy. When you get those
Yeah.
guys on a board, you know someone's falling over, someone's getting hurt.
But that is the fun from everything, my friend. That is the
Oh,
fun. I just
definitely.
that's what I think. For you to change from street, do you think keeps a place again to ride on the streets, or for you is today 90% off-road, 10% street riding?
Um, well, I think again, obviously, last summer I just got the mountain board. Everyone had just kind of got new boards. John Davy had just got a new mountain board. Um, Obviously, Q, Lee, everyone was all hot on the mountain boarding last year. So, I mean, it wasn't more a choice of I didn't want to ride street, but it was just more a case that every time we went out to ride, everyone was just riding the mountain boards. So I think this year I probably will, once I've got the Prototypo back out, be riding a lot more street this year than I did last year, for sure.
But it's so complicated, the question of the boards today in your country. It's so
Yeah, still, but where I obviously, if you go to London, I think if you ride in the streets, got to be very careful. Where I live,
it's quiet.
obviously it's just a lot further away from London. We're on the other side of the country, and the police, they if you're riding sensibly, I think they're not so bothered. But for me, if I want to go really fast, go off road. If I just want to go out for a cruise and go and enjoy myself, listen to some music, catch some sun rays, then cruise some street.
Yeah, where you live, do you have lots of riders close to you, or
Yeah.
you have to ride? Oh, that is good. That is the most important thing, is to have people. I just want to say hello to everybody. Is coming now to the live, to Tommy Boy, to Mark, to John, to the vampire, the Taylor from Australia. Thank you for coming. For Tim, Louis from New York. Everybody is coming now to the live. If you want to make some questions, or do some questions to him, please leave in there, and then we're going to try it. First of all, my friend, it was today. You don't have no background riding off-road.
Pardon?
You don't have, before you start riding with the Apex boards, you don't
Not
have
really.
no. And what was the
No.
sensation for you, for everybody is out there? Because most of the people are streets, are more in the cities. And I think they need to know a little more about off-road. I think the people, sometimes they don't know how fantastic is riding off-road. What was the sensation for you? How can you explain for these guys who have the same experience like you?
Well, I think for me, when we went, I don't know if you remember, Evolve arranged a big ride down in Devon, and they hired a
Mm-hmm.
motocross centre. And
Yeah.
when I went there, I took the Nazaire, and obviously couldn't ride that on that track. It was too tight. It just wasn't a good situation to try and ride that board. But later, after we finished at that centre, we went for a ride at a castle. I can't remember the name of the castle. One of the boys on the chat might be able to remember.
Mm-hmm.
In Exeter. And then when I was there, I tried Q, who is one of the founders of Apex. I tried his board, and just bombing around on the grass, going up that there was like a little grass slopes and just undulations, and just bombing around on his board. It just kind of made me think, hello, some fun I've been missing here, because
Mm-hmm.
taking the Lacroix off road, going on the grass or gravel or in a forest is just not, it's not made for that. But once you've got a board that you've got strapped to your feet and you can hop around, and you can obviously jump a little bit and lift the front nose up, it just opens up the world a bit when you want to go off-roading.
But for you, my friend, do you, before you ride, because I think Mark was with the same problem. I see the videos from him, and for him it was like this feeling of riding with his feet, with the bindings, was very, very. He said, "I never
It's
tried
strange.
to." And what was the sensation for you, that to be locked in one board? Was
Well, it's
easy?
difficult because with the Lacroix, when you slow down, if you lose balance, you can just jump off. But when you're strapped into the board, when you get to those slow speeds and you're trying to like stop or come around a corner slowly, I find myself falling on my butt quite a lot to start off with.
Let's put it here, guys. Don't forget that is free propaganda. We don't win nothing, but that is just for you to understand how is for you, my friend, the trucks from the air trucks from Apex. What
Yeah, they're amazing.
I'm just going to put it here for everybody to know it, to see it. If somebody don't know it, is is totally different that you write, because if you see the Lacroix is different, and then the only one you have like closed is the doppel pin drive from the Involve. But what is the sensation for you when you ride that?
Well, what I like about the air tracks, obviously, if you've got a channel track that can only move on the two axis, when you're going over anything, any kind of rough or off-road setting, the trucks do not behave very well, especially if you hit like a big dip, you can get quite a sharp stop on the board. With the air truck, they can move forward, backwards, up, down. So when you're going off-road, the way they handle the terrain is just second to none.
Yeah, that is perfect, my friend. What wheels are you using?
Uh,
200?
9 inch mud.
Nine,
No,
nine, nine,
I
nine.
got the 8 inch. Yeah, eight
Okay.
inch.
Okay, perfect. That is, and the deck. How do you think is flex is good?
Yeah, that the Bro deck. I tried because before I got the off-road board, I tried Tramper, I tried the Bro deck, and for me, I just like that Bro deck is just next level when it comes to off-roading.
But you have gear drive, but by the Apex.
Yeah, Moon drives.
Uh-huh. And is a different sensation from belt drives?
Yeah, the power's more instant, but they're so noisy. Obviously, when you're going off-road, that's fine, but if you go for a ride down the seafront or on a pavilion, something like that, it's just very, very noisy.
I know. Sometimes it's like make you put you crazy. Yeah, belts is a different thing, I think too. Uh for you, my friend, I was seeing Tom is like putting, do you think in the future you're going to stay with these two boards, or with the Prototypo and the APAC, or you thinking maybe having more boards, or that is enough for you to have fun?
Um, well, last year I tried to sell the Nazaire. I spoke to a couple of people who were asking about the board, and I thought about selling it, but I don't really need money, and I like being able to if friends want to come out and they haven't tried the sport, having those extra boards to be able to take with you. Obviously, it just opens the sport to different people, and obviously having the ability to have those different boards. I mean, I'm blessed in the fact that I've obviously quite lucky to have three very, very, very good boards. So I
Unique
think I'm not.
board.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not worried about selling them. Obviously, I've got one of the first Nazaires that came out, the Prototypo. They don't make them anymore. No one else is going to get any protos. So I think the proto I'll definitely never sell. The Nazaire maybe one day, but I don't think so. And the Apex probably not ever neither. So I mean, at the moment, for me, those three boards have got me quite satisfied.
I'm going to for the. I don't know if is the question is for the APAC, but we are talking about APAC. I think is that, what is the range do you have in your battery today? Can you choose the battery that you want in your board when you buy it, or that
Um,
comes with a standard board, standard
well,
battery?
well, they were making the. I think it's a. Is it a by 8 or by 6? I think it's a 6
I'm going to see it.
S6P.
Yeah, I'm going to tell it. Yeah. I want to buy these motors, but I could not buy the motors, and that was very. I was trying. I'm going to see it now that I'm here. I'm going to see if they are selling or not. Sorry. So the completely board. Uh, I think that is a 12. Let me see. I don't want to do no mistakes. Then Lee is going to be
12
upset.
S6 it is.
Yeah, I think it's to that. But forget it. We don't need to talk about that. So now we're going to talk about more about you, my friend. What was the best, best adventure? Okay, that is Mark tells us. 12S 6P. Okay.
Just to answer your friend's question about the range, obviously I'm about 19 stone right now, and I'm probably getting 20 to 23 miles range out of it, heavy riding.
Off road.
Yeah,
Boy, that is good.
yeah, it's good. It's good.
That is very good.
Yeah.
Boy, that is a very good. I think Thomas now is selling another thing. So it's the same. So now I'm going to change the subject. I think now we talk about boards. I think that is very nice. But for you, my friend, till today, what was the best event, or the three best events that you say I was there and I love
Paris, number one.
it? The ones was not in Paris, they're going to dream all the time about that, and then that
Oh,
was
my
the.
friend, obviously with COVID, I was just so upset. That was probably the worst thing about COVID, was knowing that in 2020 there was no Paris after how much fun we had in 2019.
Yeah, my friend. Let's
That
put
was
it
the
here.
thing that most bummed me out.
Look at here. We have Ernesto, and this
Yeah.
Ernesto. Then we have again Ernesto. Then we are seeing. Oh, Jay Boston was there too.
There's Jay. Yeah, Jay was with us. We had a good
Was with.
adventure, me and Jay.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I'm very sorry that is not so much. Oh, that was the ride for everybody was not in a ride. That was fantastic. The ride too.
Yeah, where we just went off into the French countryside, got very lost.
Yeah, my friend. Yeah, that was yeah, we was lost because the guy on the front he don't know what. that, that was crazy. So that is one of the best riders we have in the UK and in the world. That
Moja.
is
Yeah,
Moja is a machine. You can give him
yeah,
everything you give him in his hand. He's going to ride it, and is as person is a fantastic person too. And
definitely.
yes, is and he was here. He was with us, and he win the off road in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
caves.
he did.
With the board was
The street wing. He beat the
yeah.
street wing with the crampers.
That was crazy. That was that like here. So my friend, then the second one event.
I'd have to say uh, in Devon when we went, obviously, to the Evolve event. That was epic.
That was crazy too.
And then the third one, I don't know. Have you ever been to Cycle Park in Kent,
No. Yeah. Yes. 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 Yes.
where the
Yes.
Evolve they used to have events there? Shaz, one of the UK riders, is setting
Hmm.
events up there now. But yeah,
He's
going
doing
to
all the
Cycle
time
Park.
there. He's
Yeah,
doing
Cycle
always the
Park.
event.
Any event there, you know, is going to be good because the track is just absolutely epic.
And that is private, my friend. You don't have no
Yeah,
problem.
yeah, that's enclosed, so you obviously
That's
don't
what.
have to worry about what you're doing. You can just ride your
Uh,
board as hard as you want.
that was the that was the place that Tommy Boy has the accident too, as the fall.
Quite a few people have had accidents there, I think, because obviously you're going full speed,
Yes,
and
sometimes you do.
when you're going super fast, accidents happen.
That's why sometimes you go in the Zolt tracks because that is straight away a lot. Then you don't imagine how what is the speed are you going. The day I was with my friends and the guy was with my Lacroix, and he looked to the wagon and said, "Fuck, I'm in 65 kilometers per hour. That is not normal." And I said, "Don't do that too many times because if you fall, you're going to be very, very, you're going
Fucked
to
up.
damage yourself." Yeah, I know, my friend. I have here,
Yeah,
and I know what happened. And you have it in your feet. I
yeah.
see that.
We've been. I've been there.
And the nice thing is, you are in hospital and you make a photo, my friend, with your feet like
Yeah,
in
we
this
don't mess
position.
around. You know, as long as they can just twist it and pop it back in, I'm good to ride.
So, my friend, what you think for you as a rider, as UK rider, we're talking about your country. I'm a very proud guy to go there and ride with you guys, and I think you have a fantastic group in different places of UK, and the PVs is coming very big and big in your country, and there is lots
Yeah,
of companies doing lots of stuff we don't need so much of America. I think that is great for all of us. We don't have to buy so much products from America and pay so much taxes. That's the big problem because it's
yeah.
always
Tell me
the
about
we know the two of us.
it. Yeah, I
So,
know.
what do you think is going to be the future in UK for the PVs? Do you think that is going to be amazing future for off-road and street? Your
I think it's
opinion.
going to be more off road. I think the more the law gets stricter, obviously, if they legalize scooters at the moment, there's big talk at the moment about the scooters. I think if they legalize the scooters, then maybe. But at the moment, I think we're going to be probably looking at this being illegal for the next few years at least.
I'm going to tell you something for me, my friend. They lie to us in Germany. In Germany, they say we're going to put first the e-scooters for you
Mhm.
guys, and then 1 year later we're going to put the rest. And then what happened? Nothing happens. There is the e-scooters now are legal in Germany for close to 3 years, close to 4 years, and then they don't bring the subject to the table. I have every Monday Germany interviews. We have the police here, the chief from police in the channel. We have the guys. Last week was the guys from securities. They'd say all of them. They say in the next years, I think it's not going to happen. Nothing. It's difficult. It's difficult, and I hope you guys that you find a way that you can maybe be first of all maybe legal, and then open the doors for us. Maybe we can say, okay, look at the guys in the UK, they are legal, and maybe you can try it too, because they are catching us in Germany, my friend, and the fines are very heavy. I don't know the fines for you guys in UK, but the fines here in Europe, you can go to £3,000, £3,400, and
I think it's £500 and you get 6 points on your license for no insurance, no tax. It's that license I'm worried about. Obviously, that's why I've been riding a lot of off-road.
That is worse than by me. I prefer to pay maybe a little more money and don't lose the points in my license. Here in Germany, they are not. Here in Germany, they are not attacking the license from the car. They are putting the you pay 2,000, 3,000 euros, and you lose your board.
Right.
Your board, you're never going to see it.
Never again.
No. And no, you're going to see it because they're going to put it. The police then later they're going to put it to sell it.
But how can they do that? They sell it to someone else to then use.
Yeah, that is like this. If it's from a company, legal company, if the judge is a very nice guy, he said, okay, you can give it back, but you can use it just in private. But can the other judge say, no, this money we're going to put it to sell it? Or if it's a DIY board, that is going to be destroyed because there's no certificated that is everything by the law and everything. That means that is going to be destroyed. Forget it.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
Yeah, but the guys here in Germany, they don't give a damn about what we think is fair or not fair. The politic here is the same like there is 100 years, my friend. They do whatever they want, and you say it's not fair, but they're going to do it. I know lots of friends who lose, but that is not the problem. The problem is you, my friend. What the COVID, I think this year is going to be the end of everything. I think now we're going to be free from
Fingers
this COVID.
Crossed.
Yes, I hope, my friend. Because it's enough to put us in a jail. We are all of us in a big jail. First of all, I don't want to put this, but we have to put it. How is your doctor, my friend, today? Your angel, Flo?
Oh, she's very well. She's obviously back out living her life a little bit, going back to school and stuff like that. So yeah, she's doing really well.
And you, my friend?
I'm fresh as a daisy, mate. I'm one kidney lighter, but still feeling just as good.
I don't like to put the private life here in that is an interview from France, but I'm very proud of you, my friend. I tell you that in private, and I want to tell you I want to see you again very soon, as in person. You know that, but I hope that every father think the way you think it, the way you do it. You save first of all your doctor, and I think every father have to do that. And I'm very proud that you have your doctor today with you, with your wife, and I hope to see you this year and see your doctor and my family. I hope that this COVID goes away, that we can have more time. But I cannot forget to put you in this interview. For everybody who don't know, there's about 1 year ago we was planned to make this interview, but because of something in private that happened to him and his doctor, they was not able to came here. But today he saved his doctor, and you are a perfect family. You have everything, a happy doctor, and that is more than, I think, there is no words to describe what you've done. It's just amazing. But
I
and
appreciate that, mate. Thank you.
you don't need to appreciate. We need to appreciate you. We need to learn with you, my friend. You
Mate,
are the
anyone would have done the same. If you're in that situation, I know you would do the same.
yes. I will do the same, and I hope that
Yeah,
everybody can learn with you and with your experience. That we are here for a reason. And when we bring a kid to the world, we have to do everything to take care of him. And
definitely.
he's the future. That is the road is just starting for them. And you
100%.
you open all the doors for her and for you. I think you are happy today than you are before because you
100%.
yes. And we are not going to put it more about this. I hope that Flo is okay. I hope that you are very happy. You are healthy. Your doctor is healthy. Your wife, I think she loves you more today than she loves you before.
I don't know about that.
Give him some beers, and then you say, "No, you're going to tell me the truth." Then he tell you the truth. No, the important thing, you do everything perfect, my friend. First of all, thank you so much for coming to this live. Was
My pleasure.
you know that I want to have you here. Is missing one guy is Louis, but I'm going to bring it here. I think he's the only one. I don't bring it here for your group.
Yeah,
Most of them was here. I think you in UK, you are a big family of riders, grown men with
yeah.
who wants to have fun and enjoy life. And I'm very proud to see your group as united and good friends. And maybe for the people is out there to learn is not just riding, is more than riding, is having a good time with friends, enjoying. And
That's the best thing about it is the friends.
that is the best thing, my friend. I remember when we see the two of us in London, was a long time I don't see you, and that was not London in what's the name by the other guys. What's the name?
Oh, Birmingham.
Birmingham. That was a fantastic ride, and
That was.
was a fantastic day to riding in this streets. I think you have a video here. I have to do one day the video, but I always tell I'm going to do it tomorrow, and I never do it. Let's put it just to end. I think that was just having a little ride, and
That was a good day.
that was a good day. That was very good day. We are in the streets here, and everybody was asking, what is that? What are you riding?" That was a fantastic day, and
That was.
bring bringing two communities together, the Carve UK and the guys from Britain, and I think that was a fantastic and beautiful and two good rides. That is the important
Definitely.
thing for everybody's out there. If you come and see this video later, uh, please leave a nice like. I'm going to leave the link from him from Instagram if you want to go there, and if you are close to them and you like off-road and if you like to ride and you if you like to have fun, I think this group is one of the best groups in the world. You don't have to have 4,000 subscribers in a group. You have to have maybe 20, and the 20 they are the best ones, better
Yeah,
than anything. That's what
for
I
sure.
think. When you have lots of guys subscribe but they don't do nothing, you don't have fun, that bring you nothing. Continue to be yourself, my friend. I'm going to leave you with the last words for the guys who come to see you, or maybe for the guys who are going to see you later. uh, I leave you with the last words for your community, for your friends, and from my side, thank you so much for coming, and you make my day, my friend.
It's been my pleasure.
So
And I look forward to being able to ride with you again soon.
I hope to, my friend. And if you want to say something for your community, please, I leave you with the last words, and then we're going to go out from the live.
Hey guys, just looking forward to catch up with you all and riding again this year, wherever you are in the country or in Europe. Hopefully, we can all ride together and enjoy a good 2022 skate season.
And guys, like I always tell, ride fast but always safe. Take care of your guy on the right, on the back, on the right, left, on the top. Just ride. Always respect the guys around you. Then you're going to have a good ride. Don't forget, don't damage yourself and don't damage the others. Don't forget, tomorrow you can ride again. That is the
For
important thing.
sure.
My friend, let's do it. Bye bye, guys. Have a good night, and we see us in the next live. Bye bye. Don't forget, Mondays is always German interview.